Dr. Bill Porter, physician, consultant, and author, and I would like to put forth one question for today. How about losing toxins, not pounds? Too many of us are focused on weight. Too many of us are focused on losing pounds, but not enough of us are paying attention to the toxins in our environment, and not enough of us are paying attention to how best reduce those toxins in our body and in our life. Recent studies have looked at the umbilical cords between the mother and the baby. And what they have found at birth is the average umbilical cord in America has over 200 chemicals in it. Those are toxic chemicals that were not present 25, 30 years ago. They've also done studies on young women. These are women who are hoping to become pregnant. They're women who are pregnant. They're women who are breastfeeding. They're women who are raising young children. And what they have found is equally disturbing. 60 to 70% of those women have 75 or more toxic chemicals in their bloodstream. So not only are they exposed, but they're exposing their children to those toxic chemicals. Now, many of us wonder what the heck is going on? What is happening to the world? Well, I think on a global basis, we have to realize that we have developed over 77,000 new chemicals in the last 25 years. In addition, the gluten in wheat has increased 40-fold. That's 40-fold in the last 25 years. Why is that important? Gluten in Latin is glue. So when you're eating today's bread or today's pasta, it's different than yesterday's bread or pasta. It has more gluten, more glue, and it's binding more of those toxins that would have been otherwise washed away in the making of the bread or in making of the pasta. So we are absorbing more and more of those toxins into our bloodstream. Now, when you ask people, well, where are the toxins coming from? Many of them will be accurate and will say, oh, they're coming from the food, or they're coming from the air. Certainly most of us look around and you can see the pollution that's in the most urban environments. But toxins are also at home. Toxins are also around us all the time. Let me give you a couple quick examples. The cookware that you're going to use tonight may very well be non-stick cookware, but those pans have chemicals on the surface. When you cook food, some of those chemicals seep into the food and therefore seep into us. When you clean the countertops in your kitchen tonight with a spray, you are using new chemicals. Some of those chemicals get into the air, we breathe them in, our children breathe them in. The same for if you get your carpet cleaned. The same if you send your clothes out for dry cleaning. The dry cleaning process has those new chemicals. And so when you come back and you wear your shirt or your skirt or your dress, you are, during the course of the day, absorbing some of those chemicals into your body. Yes, they're minute levels, but they're levels sufficient to cause damage. So the recommendation I have for you is very straightforward. Pay less attention to your weight. Pay less attention to losing weight, losing pounds. Pay more attention to the toxins in your world. And there are two options. One, we have to try our best to decrease our absorption of those toxins. And two, we have to try to increase our elimination of those toxins. Now, in the long run, the key is shifting our diet from the standard American diet to a diet that I will address in other presentations. But what we need right now is a bridge, something to move us from A to B so that we'll have a cleaner body for the next new eating style. And the habit that I would like you to consider is just simply a paradigm shift. And that's a shift to pay more attention to detoxification programs, less attention to weight loss programs. Because it's the detoxification programs that offer you a light away from the darkness of the current toxicity. The other weight loss programs do nothing. They do absolutely nothing in terms of your toxins. So give some consideration to changing your focus. Give some consideration to these new detoxification programs. And just to end, they're not necessarily new. They're new to us. But if you look at Chinese medicine, it has been providing detoxification programs for centuries. If you look at India, Ayurveda medicine, they have been offering detoxification programs for centuries. But the truth is, today we need it more than ever. And so it's something that needs to be realized, and we need to start taking some actions. So thank you for listening. Thank you for reconsidering your own focus, and hopefully together we can help each other become better educated and healthier. Thank you.